want to thank you first of all for taking the time out to view my message, my video. This is about the meta hearings, about people speaking out. This video was supposed to be recorded, well, last Sunday. Due to the, content. I thought it was because of the time. But the committee has, they can change things as will. Pretty much they're doing the investigation. It's bigger than a lot of people understand. Our information and how they're able to hack our accounts, hack your devices. Not everybody's device is hacked. But this is a situation that they are speaking on and they are investigating. And that's who I'm addressing right now, the people of the Senate. Hopefully you come across these messages and they're helpful and that you actually look into everything and understand the information. Yes, it's overwhelming and it's hard to understand, but once you start putting the pieces of the puzzle and putting everything together along with the evidence and making everything make sense. Anyone with common sense and with an open mind can see what I'm speaking about. Not everybody will realize or can realize or understand things they can't see or things that they won't open their mind to, and that's fine. Nobody's here to change anybody's belief or change their mindset or anything like that. Here's proven, it's straight facts. So let's go to Microsoft, my Microsoft account. That's where I was able to trap them in the cloud and get the evidence that I needed to find the hacker that was hacking my devices, that was able to take my accounts after they took over my Facebook account. And that's where everything started from. After I was able to gain access to my email accounts, after an encounter with the hackers, I was able to get possession of my channels. At that time, they got really upset and took possession of my accounts, my Microsoft account that was linked up to all of my devices, as well as my YouTube channels. From there, I was able to see how they were able to access my devices, but specifically my Microsoft account, where I had, like I said, my devices all linked up. My tablets, my iCloud. I was trying to keep everything separate. I already knew they were able to hack accounts and what they're able to do. They're able to do it through the email accounts. Pretty much once they have possession of your devices or your accounts, they're able to just easily move in and out without people detecting anybody or detecting them in your account. The only way I was able to uncover the evidence is through series chain of back and forth battling with the hackers, and understanding how they're able to do it and what to look for. And they're able to hack your Wi-Fi through your devices through Bluetooth. There's a certain chain of things you have to go through if you're hacked in order to be able to use the internet, be able to even get on YouTube, to access Google, things like that. And I'm not the only one that it's happening to. It's happened to a lot of creators, but a lot of truth tellers. If you speak in any kind of truth or exposing anything with your gifts, if you have gifts or you're tapped in any kind of way, that's how they're able to stay ahead of the timeline. Right now, there's a big change, but I'm trying to keep everything to where people understand and are able to comprehend, because not a lot of people do or will understand, but a lot of people just turn a blind eye to everything. But now with them investigating Meta, they need to investigate the other corporations, the other ones that control our information, because it goes deeper. We're Everybody's not on the same timeline. Everybody's not privy to certain information and certain messages. That's why when my messages come out, they're going to be coming out in a certain way. I want to say chain of events. There's a chain of events that are going to be happening, that are happening. People just have to understand. But our information, our national security, is at risk. Without getting into a lot of messages and a lot of things that people will make you want to go, oh my gosh, that people won't understand. That's why I'm trying to keep everything separate. The tarot, our messages. You're an earth angel. Yes, you are. Your loved ones want to let you know they love you. To somebody over here that's like, wow, are my ancestors real? Yep. Not all though. There's a lot of information that is coming out, but people behind the scenes of Meta and the corporations are speaking on the facts that they know. A lot of times people don't believe or label things as you're crazy. Oh, how are they hacking your devices? Why you? I'm like, yeah, hello, why me? Seriously. At one time when I was on TikTok, I was like, well, why aren't they hacking my account? Sure enough, but they already had my account. It was something that I wish. I was like, what? But that's how serious it is. From Instagram to WhatsApp, they're all back doors. I mean, either you're in cahoots with them or you're not, depending on what side of the bridge you're on, what side of the tracks. And that's why I'm trying not to channel so much and trying to keep everything with evidence, because things are getting serious. They're getting more I'm going to say they're getting, the ones that are hacking the devices and the ones that are doing certain work, they're getting restless. They're un, they're uneasy because they are getting exposed. Again, I came into my spiritual journey with able to see ancestors, your loved ones, my loved ones. That's what this has been about the whole time. Able to show the energy and who the readers, the messengers are speaking about. At that time, during my journey, I didn't have all my abilities weren't accessible to me at the time. Throughout our journey and our timeline and where we're at, that's when our gifts are upgraded or downgraded, given, lost. As much as people don't realize and don't want to believe, magic, spell work, things like that, it exists, but there's a fine line. People have to study it. It's not something that you can just do and that people just think they're that powerful. No, there's things behind it, but it's been thrown over the collective, and we are the collective. We are one. And that's what a lot of people aren't understanding, how we're able to channel the energy. So I don't want to veer people to veer people in a way that they're confused, because it can get confusing, especially if you don't understand energy and you don't realize your story and you don't realize, well, they're exposed. 1212. When I say they're exposed, well, their energy is. Our gifts they're enhancing, they're becoming stronger and stronger with everything that happens every day. I mean, shit. Believe me, they want to be hacking channels, and they want to be they want to be hacking, channeling, channelers, people that speak the truth and that are able to, well, that deliver messages. But they are they're in, without saying something, you can't prove that somebody's, well, let's just say you can prove it when you start looking at their bank records and how they're laundering money. How do we know that? Well, because it's in the energy. We're not talking little amounts of money. We're talking pentacles. Anyways, I don't want to confuse you too much. So I'm going to end it here, and we'll see you next time.